available because of that injury tonight. Here's Booth. Spackman, who does so much unspectacular work but necessary graft in midfield. Stevens. McCoy's coming for the ball to feet. The interception for Aberdeen by McKimmie. But David Robertson quite able there to cope with Ian Jess making up the ground behind him.
He's going to take a pacey forward to get in behind David Robertson, because really is a player with tremendous pace.
Irvin in the wars again. Well, he knew it was going to be a battle from the moment Mark Hateley's name was put on the Rangers team sheet. Jess trying to catch Rangers square again.
Yeah, well offside there. Gary Stevens pushed the line up, spotted it well, pushed out. The linesman was 100% correct.
Hateley trying to set up Ferguson, but Aberdeen were a bit too canny to let that happen. Oh, well, that went down. Spackman has the shot. It was a responsible try as Rangers redouble their efforts here. I think Bet might have complained that just before that he was tripped. The referee didn't see it.
Yeah, it's not something Nigel Spackman does. That's scored a lot of goals, and as you can see why. But he certainly makes up for that with his industry in midfield.
Oh, Stevens has let go then, and he's missed it. Well, I can remember Gary Stevens making an error similar to that in a Scottish Cup final a couple of years ago. I can't remember another one in between.
Yeah, well, on that occasion, Joe Miller punished, but on this occasion, Scott Muth just tries to bend it round Andy Gorham a bit and doesn't quite get it right. But it's I think he tried to bring it down initially. I don't think he attempted to pass back, but it just ran away from him a little bit. Booth was quick and alert onto it and just swerved it round the left-hand post.
Well, you could see as the ball was dropping, Booth was prepared to gamble that Stevens might make a mistake. He won that part of it, but having been presented with the ball, the chance was there, and Aberdeen might regret not taking it. 15 minutes to go to half-time. A very relieved Gary Stevens. It's a free kick to Aberdeen, taken by Smith. Brown's header, not really decisively clearing the danger. He was helped by Ferguson. Hateley, that's a lovely touch. Halstra, involving Hateley again. Gordon through the middle, McCoist is getting there as well. And Hateley gets it across. It needed some defending. And McKimmie, I think it was, who came all the way from right to this near post. Back from Spackman. This is Hateley once and twice, and Gordon. Then Grant away for Aberdeen. Clever work from Jess. Aberdeen trying to land a counter-punch here. Grant, who scored in the 2-0 success in September on this ground, was going for a ball there, really, that he probably wasn't entitled to attack in that run with Goff. And it's a free kick against Brian Grant, and a little calming word from George Smith. Yes. It's Ferguson's ball. It's McCoist. Oh, and it's still McCoist. Ferguson. Well, there have been so many landmarks for Ali McCoist in terms of goal scoring that you really expected his 200th league goal to arrive then.
Yeah, and he made that one for himself here. Shrugs off the defender. Little shimmy, but a great block by Gary Smith. Just sticks his leg out and the ball ricochets off it. Ali tries a little trick here, set up another player, but shot way over.
It certainly shows how defenders, even when things are going wrong, when he's beaten there, should never give it up. That could well have been a goal, but for Smith's intervention in the end. 10 count. A miss hit by Stephen Wright. Foul by Hateley. Irvin really mishit that one and actually winced as he did so, having picked up a couple of injuries already, and now there's another problem for Aberdeen. Scott Booth has gone off behind the goal. This is Gordon as the game goes on. Aberdeen having to not just take on the top team in the league, in the land north of the border, but also this phenomenal support as well. Halstra, Hateley, McCoist, and then Snelders. They're beginning to find a way through.
Yeah, play raging from one end to another. Ali very close again with some good defending, but what I don't think we'll see is Scott Booth, who was involved in an incident at the other end. And this is a great little 1-2 here. It just bobbles a bit away from Ali, and a good recovery tackle by Gary Smith. But I don't think we'll see Scott Booth taking any more part in this game.
Well, this is very sad for Aberdeen. Willie Miller now has to react to the sight of a striker coming off on a stretcher here. He's got Paul Mason on the bench, who's the more likely to come on. David Winnie, a defender, is the other substitute.
There's really nothing in this at all. It doesn't look as if there's any physical contact made. He sprints onto it, and it looks very much like to me as if he's pulled his hamstring. And in fact, in actual fact, that's what it is. He's definitely pulled his hamstring. There's no broken bones, thankfully. He just pulled a bad muscle. It's a bad muscle injury.
Well, Paul Mason comes on. The former Everton apprentice who gave up the game professionally, went to work in Holland where his brother had a job, started playing football again there, and ended up playing in the Dutch First Division where he caught Aberdeen's eye. McCoist, beaten to it by Bett. He's only knocked it to make it awkward for Smith. Aberdeen, you feel, struggling at the moment. Stevens. Here's Halstra. And there was a tangle as the ball dropped that saw Hateley down on the ground. That's why the crowd were calling. Mason not attuned to the pace of the match as yet. Halstra. Here's Goff. McCoist was tripped on by Irvin. Right on the edge of the D.
Well, the game's certainly getting a little bit hectic. Just before that, with a little incident with McKimmie and Hateley at the back post. And this time Irvin in and just clipping Harry McCoy's heels. And this is a really dangerous situation for Aberdeen.
7 minutes to go to half-time. And Rangers now assessing their options. The First job for Snelders to get his line of defenders exactly where he wants them. Rangers trying to distract by placing Hateley and Gordon in amongst the wall. We're still waiting for Ali McCoist to get back on his feet. He's ready now. Halstra. A little Dutch duel then. But Snelders untroubled.
Yeah, he just gets under it a little bit. Yeah, never really troubled Theo Snelders, that one. You've really got to hit them with a little bit of pace as well, or they don't get past the goalkeeper. And sometimes when you try to do that, you tend to balloon them over the bar.
Aberdeen standing 5th in the table. By their standards, that's disappointing. They have won more games away than they have at home. They've had some promising moments here at Ibrox, but they've been unsettled by the loss of Booth. And also you feel that Rangers roared forward here, have exerted themselves a little more over the last 10 minutes or so. But they did survive the slip by Gary Stevens. And that was Scott Booth's one chance for the evening. Here's Gordon. Have to do better than that against the goalkeeper of Snelders' calibre.
Well, they're certainly getting into more attacking positions, Rangers, but he never really caught this one at all, Dale Gordon. As you say, it needs to be something a bit better than that to beat a goalkeeper of Theo Snelders' class.
But the shots are all coming in at Snelders' end of the ground at the moment. And more of the free kicks are going the way of Rangers, which is another indication of the balance of power. 5 minutes to go to half-time. McCoist, here's Stevens. Hateley already jogging towards the far post. Spackman in there as well. Stevens going on. Halstra. Smith tried to run it to safety and the ball went back in behind him, but Aberdeen coped with that. Goff. Another sharp piece of defending by Wright. Aberdeen's target at the moment to reach half-time at 0-0. Bet. Not allowed to pick his pass, although Kane did rather better. Tenkat, no match on that occasion for Stevens. Occasion in Glasgow making particularly interesting viewing in Edinburgh from the Hearts' point of view. They want Aberdeen to stand their corner. Stevens, Tenkat, now Bet, Rangers battering away. Tenkat, this is where Aberdeen might just catch Rangers out. They do have the willingness to get the numbers forward. It was Kane through the middle then. He was supported by Jess and also by Mason coming from the right-hand side. Three minutes to go to half-time. It might be a long 3 minutes for Aberdeen. Hateley. Gary Stevens with a chance for the long throw here. Goff already chasing into the centre. Have a look towards Hateley as well, who's standing right on the goal line. Can't be offside, of course. On the goal line, outside the post, that is. You'd expect Stevens to hurl it right into the middle of the goal.
Well, I think Rangers are beginning to assert their authority now. I mean, in the first half, the game really has been a little bit scrappy and a bit hectic at times, but certainly Rangers look the most likely. But Willie Miller must be well pleased the way his back four have stood firm. As you mentioned, I'm sure Joe Jordan must be as well.
Houstra's corner. Up goes Haitley. Oh, off the line. It was Paul Mason, I think it was, who soared by the post then, the substitute, with a superb clearance.
Yeah, well cleared. It was a great leap by Mark Haitley here. Yeah, and the substitute Paul Mason plays his part there.
Haitley up again, having been denied a goal. Well, that's why they put defenders on the posts, but the ball just under the bar. You wouldn't have been surprised if Mason had struggled to reach it. Terrific play from both players. Robertson. Now Gordon. Haitley. There's a man over here. It's Peter Houstra. Well, he got to the ball, but there wasn't a goal at the end of it for him. Snelders came, couldn't claim.
Yeah, I think Aberdeen will be desperate to hear this half-time whistle, so Willie Miller can reorganise his men. Snelders come pushing out here. Houstra just tries to scoop it over him, but just get a little bit under it again.
Well, that certainly tells the story of the mounting Rangers' productivity. Bet hasn't had a chance to control the game in midfield. That was a fair tackle on Spackman. Goff's header, Stevens.
Yeah, it was a fair tackle by Brian Irvine, but it was also a terrific one. In actual fact, he's played superbly well at the heart of the Aberdeen defence, and it's been a battle royal with him and Mark Haitley.
Haitley gets the better of him then. The referee allowing the game to go on. The crowd feeling that Haitley was foul, but having got his head to it and it had fallen Rangers' way. But here's Jess. 10 cat. He just wanted just too much time then. And Rangers in both the halves of the pitch moving very swiftly at the moment. They've improved their pace and their application as the half has gone on. And you would feel, certainly Walter Smith would feel, that they deserve some reward from it. But they're running out of time to get it before half-time. Brown's free kick. Oh, and Haitley came in. The outcome is a corner.
Yeah, this one nearly snicked into the back post. John Brown's free kick here. Ali McCoy and Gary Smith block. And McKimmie just turns it away for a corner.
The half-time whistle has gone. It's 0-0 at Ibrox. Mark Haitley came closest to providing a goal with a superb header, brilliantly stopped on the line by Paul Mason, who's come on for the unfortunate Scott Booth, who had Aberdeen's best chance after a mistake by Gary Stevens. 0-0 at Ibrox. Join us again after the break.
Ringside Special brings you the rematch, Azuma Nelson and challenger Jeff Fennick. After a controversial split decision, Fennick the Thunder from Down Under is back. And for the second time, it's war.
There is no loser. This fight has got to be a return match.
Ringside Special, Sunday at 10 on Sky Sports.
You see, the new Astra GSI's traction control system stops your wheels from spinning in tough driving conditions, you know, like ice. It's unique in its class.
Sounds very complicated, Mr. Atkins.
Yes, well, excuse me, Gloriette. Thank you very much. Imagine my foot is a wheel. Now, if I were to step on the slippery banana skin, I would fall over. But if I had traction control, Howard would automatically be cut to my foot. Did he get from the way?
Kids, not now. There's what they...
JD hasn't got traction control then.
There's milk, glucose, malt, and thick chocolate in a Mars.
When you find your dream house, talk to Equity and Law about a mortgage. We'll get you in no time. Equity and Law, opening doors since 1844.
Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Cornflakes. Delicious golden flakes of corn encrusted with honey, nuts and brown sugar.
Right, follow me.
Which makes them all together the most irresistible breakfast imaginable. Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Cornflakes. The trouble is, they taste too good.
It's the riches and the ruffles that causes the kerfuffles.
Trying to find a pension plan that fits can be trying. That's why we plan ours to suit you. TSB. We want you to say yes.
The World Cup of Cricket brings a favoured Australia up against Bessel's reinstated South Africa. Live at 3 a.m. on Sky Sports. The World Cup is sponsored by Gillette, Tetley Bitter and Hutchison Telecom.
Things certainly hotted up towards half-time there, didn't they? Actually, talking about things hotting up, the battle for promotion from the second division in England certainly is doing that, because 7:45 kick-off tonight at the Abbey Stadium, and Cambridge United are leading Blackburn Rovers, who were top of the second division, by 2-0. And actually, talking of second division sides, of course, Ipswich Town play their FA Cup replay at Anfield tomorrow against Liverpool. That match is live here on Sky. Now, Gordon, what did you make of that first half? It seemed to me the first 20 minutes was a bit even Stevens, to use the name.
Yeah, well, I thought the first 5 or 10 minutes, Scott Booth, Ian Jess, bit of a blow for Aberdeen, Scott Booth going off. They were looking quite dangerous the first 10 minutes, and then Rangers started creeping into the game, started asserting that authority, and I think Aberdeen were pretty pleased to hear the half-time whistle, because it looks as if a Rangers goal was imminent.
Well, Theo Ten-Camp was playing very well forward. He had and that free kick, of course, only just went wide, and then a mistake by Gary Stevens could have put Aberdeen 1-up.
Yeah, I mean, this is a rare occurrence, a Gary Stevens mistake, because believe you me, I mean, if he makes one a season, that'll be all he does, and nearly paid dearly for it. Scott Booth, very alert and quick to pounce on the mistake, but just doesn't quite get the shot right here.
And interestingly enough, of course, when Scott Booth went off injured, it actually changed the whole balance of the Aberdeen side.
Yes, it was a great pity, as I said, because him and Booth and Jess were looking particularly dangerous. I mean, you know, after the first 10 or 15 minutes, to be fair, they never really seen a great deal of the ball. But when you're under pressure, your back four, like the Aberdeen back four have been under the last half hour, it's great to have players like that for a get-out, players that are very quick and you can knock balls over the back of defences and they can run onto it. Always a threat.
OK, Ali McCoist is looking for his 200th goal in league football tonight, and he almost got it.
Yeah, this was terrific play here with Ali. Just gets in front of Stuart McKimmie. Little swear, beats Gary Smith delightfully there. Picks his spot, but Gary Smith made a tremendous recovery tackle.
Did he use his hand here?
Well, I think it's either his hand or Stuart McKimmie's shoulder, I'm not quite sure, but it was a terrific block tackle by Gary Smith, and in actual fact, for somebody so inexperienced, he's played particularly well in the Aberdeen back four alongside Brian Irvine.
I wonder what Willie Miller's first half-time speech is going to be like.
Well, I'd have thought he'd have been very pleased. Obviously, they're a team lacking in confidence at the moment, Aberdeen. That's why their manager got the sack, because the results are bad. They've brought Willie in, and I'm sure he must be delighted with one thing, and that's the way his side have competed tonight. You know, they've really stuck to their guns, particularly the back four. People like Brian Irvine, Gary Smith, Stephen Wright playing in a different position as well.
And Paul Mason, of course. Without him, they would have been a goal down.
Yeah, it was a terrific header by Mark Haitley, and then Paul Mason pops up in the goal line and denies a goal that probably at the time Rangers deserved. Terrific leap here. Nice corner. It looks as if he's behind the line when he heads it, but in actual fact, I think his head was probably on the line in a good clearance.
You don't get a better view than that, do you? So, briefly, how do you see the second half going?
Well, if it goes the way the last half hour of the first half went, I can't see anything else but a Rangers victory. But I mean, I'm sure Willie Miller will be looking for his midfield to go and support Paul Mason and Ian Jess a little bit more, and hope that his back four stand their ground the way they did in the first half. But I can't see anything other than a Rangers victory.
OK, we shall see. Stay with us. The second half comes up after this break.